The people of Artsakh, who have been under siege for more than 200 days, continue to be oppressed by Azerbaijan, this time through the use of weapons. The Azerbaijani side is attacking not only military positions, but also villages. More recently, they attacked residential houses in the Martakert region's Chankatagh village. They also fired a mortar in the direction of Kichan and Nor Ghazanchi. CivilNet visited these villages to understand what happened and what the residents are thinking.
There have always been shootings at the military positions in Nor Ghazanchi, but this is the first time they have shot with large caliber weapons. They started at 3:20 p.m. and were shooting until 4 p.m. When they attack, the building shakes and the children get scared. They say, "We're afraid, we're afraid." What do children understand?
The June 28 shootings were audible with such strong blasts that even the Kichan village's residential houses were shaking from the sounds. The sound was audible to everyone, and it was visible to the majority of the population. You could tell the direction from which the shots were fired from the sound, where they fell, etc. Everything was visible. Everyone was awake in the village, from the oldest to the youngest resident.
This time it was louder. It was more than what we are used to hearing. In the past, we could hear them firing, but it was not as loud. They would shoot for a while, then it would be quiet. But this time, there was much more shooting. We are in a stressful situation. There is no fuel. If we suddenly need to leave, how will we move the children? It's as if our situation is left up in the air. No one cares about us. How long will the people have to live this life of panic, live this life of fear? Every minute, we are afraid that they might shoot. For example, we can't work. We are villagers, after all. We live in a village. We are afraid that if we work, at any point, they might shoot at us.
We live in Chankatagh, and the last time they fired from different positions, the enemy's closest position is 500 meters away. They often shoot at our military positions. They also shoot at civilians. The most dangerous seasons are the haying seasons and the harvest period. When they see a tractor, they shoot at it or at the people working in agriculture. That is why in many cases we are not able to complete agricultural work.
I was in the vegetable garden during the shooting. I heard a couple shots, but like usual, like every other day, I didn't pay attention. It had already become normal. But a couple seconds after the sound of the shot, the sound of a tin was heard, twice, one from this side and one from the side of the neighbor's house. Then we understood that these were a result of shots fired. When we came, we didn't find any traces anywhere. I also warned the neighbor. The mark was visible from the roof of their house, but not on ours. In the morning, I wanted to clean the floor and fill this bucket with water. When I saw that there were traces of shots in the bucket, we just realized that this is where the tin sound came from after the shooting. My daughter was here. She was standing here during the shooting. I was here in the vegetable garden, and my son was a little further away. We are careful now. After this shooting, we became more cautious. We don't go into the yard. I don't let the children go out to play or go to the store.
My brother, my mother, and I were at home. We entered the house. They shot towards the yard. We were outside with the children. There were shots, and a bullet went over my head.
The other day, the child was sitting here when they started shooting. And another day, there was a place a little higher, and they started shooting from there. They've shot from this side, they've shot from 3 places. Well, where else can you go? I mean, we go inside the house, and we tell the child to stand by the wall. There is no other way.
I have nowhere to go. I mean, we have somewhere to go, but I will not go anywhere.
We have nowhere to go.
After all this, there's still a desire to live in Artsakh. Can you imagine that after all this, Artsakh's native people are being forced to leave their homes? But is that even possible? There's always been injustice towards Armenians. Everyone is silent.